Alright, what is up you guys? It is John here again, and I know it's been a long time since I made a video, like a year or something, but I'm back, I guess, for the time being, and today I'm going to teach you guys how to make a paper Sasuke sword, and this is a two-part tutorial, so, yeah, this is the first part, and, yeah, so you'll need popsicle sticks, glue, paper, and hot glue gun, and also a Sharpie, and scissors. So yeah, you'll start by making these paper sheets, and so fold a sheet of paper in half, and basically these paper sheets are the building block of the whole sword. So fold the sheet in half, just like so, and then you will open it and put some glue. And then fold it back over and press it down. Make sure it's all even. And when you press it down, make sure you have something such as this. Card will work too, just so you can press everything down and even out the glue on the inside. And once you have something that looks like this, you will take the paper and fold it in half again, and you can probably guess what you're gonna have to do after this. So now, once you have everything even and know this is creased correctly, you will open it once again, and you will put glue down. Make sure you have enough glue. About this much is good, so about the same amount, if you can see that. If you can't see it, just estimate. So now you're going to fold it in half once again, and press it down with your credit card or a card or anything that shape. And if you press it down and it starts to move, just bring it back horizontally, just like so. And it should look something like this. And so to let these dry and keep them from curling up, you're going to put them under something heavy overnight. Should take about 24 hours. Approximately, and you should make about 8 of these for now, and you will order them just like so. And you will be using 7 right now, and order them just like so. So you have 4 on the bottom and 3 covering the gaps in between the 4 on the bottom. And you will now get your hot glue gun and glue these down. Actually, not hot glue gun, just normal glue. So you will put glue down, just like so. And you will basically spread the glue just like you did before, except you might want to use just like a sheet of cardboard or just normal paper. And then you will fold the sheet in half, but don't let it touch, just fold it in half just so you know where the middle is. And you will put it on the end of both of these sheets, so that you're basically using this sheet to connect the 2 sheets. And you will spread it with the card once again, just to make sure everything is flat, and it should look like this on the back. And if you have parts that don't have enough glue, just put glue down in between them or under them. and press them down with your card as well. Do it once again. And remember, you want this to be as neat as possible, because the neater it is, the better it will look at the end. And so when you've connected all the pieces, you will want to leave them under something heavy once again. I use video game discs because I could have them be the length of the paper. But yeah, it's pretty long, so you'll need to find something about that long. You could use books or anything that has a good weight to it, and just leave them under there for about maybe 24 hours. Should be the same as last time. And once you've done this, you will draw the sword that you want. In this case, it's a Sasuke sword, so just draw. Look up a picture online and just draw it. It's a pretty simple design. You could even draw it from this video. And then you will begin to cut it out with your X-Acto knife or scissors. You will keep cutting it, and make sure when you're cutting it, you cut it on a surface that you can cut on, unlike I did in this video, so I ended up cutting up my table. It doesn't matter if you still have stuff left over after you cut it. It doesn't have to go straight through, it just has to be approximate, because as you see, you can just cut off the edges that are still left. And if you're using scissors, this will actually be easier, but I just prefer using the X-Acto knife. And once you're done, it should look something like this if you're using the X-Acto knife. And just as you saw me do before, just cut off these edges and make it as clean as possible. And after this, you will start putting down the other base, which are the popsicle sticks. And you're going to be doing this on both sides. So yeah. So when you start, you want 5 popsicle sticks down, and you're going to gradually increase. So if you have 5 down, you're going to put 3 over or 4 over, and then 3 over that if needed. So it's basically going to cave up just to build it more stability. And so you will put hot glue on these popsicle sticks, and you will put them down. And like I said before, we're starting with 5 on the bottom. So you just put 5 popsicle sticks down at the bottom, basically the handle of the sword. So for this, you just need 1 line of hot glue, that's it, and just place it down as close to the other popsicle sticks as possible, and it should look something like this when you're done. And you will do the same here, except because the handle is not exactly 2 popsicle sticks in length, you will have to draw a line where you are going to cut these popsicle sticks. And here's where your scissors will come in handy. So you just cut along these lines. And they may be pretty hard to cut at first depending on what type of popsicle sticks you are using. If you use the thin ones, they're a lot thicker, so they're harder to cut. But if you use the wide ones, then they're thinner, so they're easier to cut. But you will hot glue these down as well. Make sure you line them up as straightly as possible. As straight as possible, straightly. And it should look something like this when you are done. So now you're going to start at the edge, at the blade of the sword. So you will start with 3 popsicle sticks, and you are going to hot glue these down. Try to line them up with the other 3 popsicle sticks that you already put down. And you will do this all the way up till you reach the top of the blade. Try and keep them as straight as possible. And once you're at the edge of the blade, again, since it's not perfect in length, you will have to draw an edge of your sword. And instead of being a straight line this time, this edge will be a diagonal line, so you draw a diagonal edge. And you'll cut the popsicle sticks once again, and just diagonally this time. And they should look something like this when you're done, so you want to hot glue all of these down. And your whole sword should look something like this. Now you will start the process of strengthening your sword. And you will put 5 popsicle sticks above the base in the gaps, just like so. And because you don't just want space there, you're going to cut these popsicle sticks in half basically, and then in half again, so you can use them for the top of the base and the bottom of the base. So you'll cut them and you should end up with about 10 pieces, just like this. 5 of the pieces are longer, 5 of the pieces are shorter. The longer ones go at the bottom of the base, and you will hot glue them down. The 5 shorter ones go at the top of the base, and you will also hot glue these down. And you are also going to start the same process at the blade now. So basically what this whole thing is doing is you're covering the gaps just like you did before. So you're covering the gaps in between the popsicle sticks. So you would draw the line just like so. Keep drawing the line, and then you will cut them, and you will fill in the space with the popsicle sticks. And make sure you hot glue them down very well. And then you will keep moving up along the blade, just like so. So hot glue the gaps, and they should line up perfectly with the gaps once you start off with one gap. So when you continue going up, they should already align themselves up with the gaps. So you'll keep hot gluing them down. And remember, this is your second row of popsicle sticks. You'll keep repeating this process until you reach the top of the blade, or a point where you cannot use a whole popsicle stick. And it should look something like this in the end. And yeah, that's part 1 of this tutorial. Like I said before, stick around, I will have part 2 up soon. And this is the end of this video. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will try to get part 2 out as quickly as possible.